Um, so I don't really have anything planned, of course, for this, but I just wanted to say a few things in this video. First of all, I might be kind of tired. I had to stay up a longer amount of time for this project that we're working on, and I had to kind of stay after hours, and so I didn't actually get home until a few hours ago, and then I just immediately crashed and passed out for a few hours, and I sort of woke up not that long ago, I guess, but I mean, right now it's a little after afternoon, but I don't unfortunately remember much of what happened a few hours ago. But I'm hoping that we will put a stop to that soon. Because it's been going on long enough, sort of. It would be nice, and there's some variance that you get occasionally, if you're fortunate enough for that to happen, I guess. I wonder what it depends on. Actually, I was going to talk a bit about that soon. But anyway, the point is, I'm not sure what, well, I guess it's a good thing. That people can get busy and become busy. I'm not saying I'm busy, but the topic is that recently I've been working on more things, and there's a lot of, there are a few things that I sort of began and that I need to finish, and so it's about the time investment. And so I've invested a little bit of time in a thing or two, and and then you sort of move on to other things, or something else pops up, or like a job pops up, and then you just start to work on that, and then you wonder if you'll ever have the time or convenience to maybe go back and finish some other stuff. You know, uh, in a nutshell, things like that. And so, what I've been attempting to improve is time investment and time management, rather, things. And, I mean, in some ways, you can sort of say that it's been more conducive, or I've sort of I've been trying to implement more routine, and I mean, you know, so there could be a whole slate of stuff, projects, if you will, that you've got to work on, and it kind of blends in with free time and recreational time. And so one particularly sort of useful strategy to implement is, well, it's pretty common sense actually, but it's to during any free time that you might have, which would be like for fun, it would be to use that time for something that would, in effect, be useful to any work that you're doing. And it might kind of seem like an easy way out, maybe, or not really that effective, but and I mean, it could seem like you're just saying that just to, start like a new movement, like, promoting human ingenuity, and that it's not really actually that effective or anything. But for example, I used to watch a lot of movies growing up, obviously, and I used to buy a lot of DVDs, and that's what I would sort of spend, I wouldn't say like most of my income on, but I would spend, and I had no qualms doing so, spending a decent amount of funds on DVDs. And that was like a few years ago, so I used to watch a lot of those. Nowadays, recently I haven't really been watching. I would watch an occasional movie, of course, but there have been a lot of films I've been meaning to see since years ago, like since maybe 2010, 2011, like 2013. There have been a few films I've been meaning to check out, but I haven't really watched them. And sometimes when I do watch movies, I find it hard to like pay attention to. It have to be like a good one, or a certain circumstance. If you're in a theater, of course, there's nothing you can do, but if I just try to put a movie on, I couldn't help but try to multitask. And I'll get distracted, sort of, and I won't really watch it, and then I'll have to, like, watch it again to actually understand it. But I guess, say, you know, you sort of trying to look into something or whatever, and say there's like a documentary or like a movie or whatever, and it's like, oh, I could use this for that, or watching this would be helpful for this thing that I have, I guess. So I've been trying to do something like that when it comes to, say, watching movies that I've been meaning to see. It's like I don't want to watch, say, I don't know, The Hunger Games or something. I don't really see the point that much. And so I'll watch like something else. If there's enough time to, I'm not sure exactly. I mean, sort of, there's a schedule for that, but I mean, my point is, my other point, or for example, whatever, I used to play a lot of video games, but recently I haven't really had much time. I mean, starting like a couple weeks ago, I haven't been able to finish or to play many video games anymore, but I hope that I will have the time again to. Things change, I guess. There's the community and all that. Which is more like yeah. But usually, it's like something that you have to continuously invest time in. It's like muscle memory. If you like take a break, or if you stop for however long, I mean, even if you stop for like a day or 2 days and then you go back, you'll have a fair amount of rust. And it's not really that much trouble to warm up again, but after a certain point, it seems like something that you have to do on a daily basis for best results, maybe. And it should be like a labor of love, so you should have no issue doing that on a daily basis. But there's the time thing. There really isn't that much time in a day, I guess. I mean, it depends. ever, if you look at the way certain things are set up, I forgot exactly what it was, but you have no, well, if you look at the way the school system is set up, after a while it's sort of divided into increments, sort of. Maybe for best results, but you know, like during the summer, you have, it's more compacted into a shorter amount of time, which some people look at as difficult or inefficient. And you might even have class like Monday through Thursday, whereas in some other configurations, you're having class, say, twice a week, and say Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, every other day. But if it's like every other day, that that could help in some ways. I mean, especially, it doesn't have to be that, but say you're studying, or say you're interested in a few different subjects, it could be more efficient to spend, to invest an amount of time to them in that manner. To say like Monday, you heavily look into one subject, and then the next day you sort of take a break and heavily look into another subject that you need to for some reason. And so the next day, come back Monday, you can get back into the other one, hypothetically, and I guess supposedly that could prevent just overload. I'm not sure how much of a thing overload is. Because one could very just as well, get on that level where they could spend exorbitant amounts of time on a thing and just knock it out as fast as possible, or as fast as they are able to, with little or no residual tapering off of points. Um, anyway. Um, that should be. Yeah. I mean, that's sort of the main idea, I guess. No. Uh, so, I mean, I need to spend more time, well, I mean, I have been, but there's still room for improvement as far as efficiency goes. Because actually, I've still been struggling a little bit with my scheduling. But overall, it's not so bad, I guess. Anyway, I'll have to address things some other time. I'm not really meaning to turn this into like a weekly thing, anything like that, but yeah.